Mine's working. Welcome to the Thrashing Skype call thing we do here on Thrashers Paradise. We're joined with Windsor's own
Viridius.
Viridius.
Yeah, man.
Viridius.
Kind of insecure.
Doing great so far. Gentlemen, how are you all doing?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
doing absolutely wonderful. Well, for anybody just joining us, my name is Alex. I'm the underappreciated bass player in Viridius, and
You're about as appreciated as you deserve.
we're working on that. That was Ryan, I think. What do you do in the band again?
I play guitar sometimes.
Okay, and he's the lead songwriter too. So we really appreciate him for all the work and self-hatred that goes into that. I'm just happy that somebody takes that bullet for us.
It's a process.
It is a process, and wish us. I wish you were closer to me, Tim. Tim, our beautiful vocalist. Thank you so much for being here today, Tim. Come on, say something.
Hey, everyone.
There we go. And Danny, as always, here's my problem with Danny. Here's my issue with Danny as a drummer. I don't know how he does it, but whenever we're doing anything remotely important, he's the guy who starts having snacks. He hides snacks all around his drum kit. He hides snacks on he's not even behind a drum kit. He's just sipping an ice cap in the middle of when we're supposed to be doing an interview. Yes,
32-year-old going.
Danny, you definitely need the protein, buddy. You got guns of steel, man.
It's all for you.
And you know what? Honestly, out of anyone in the band, if I had to point one out, I would say you want to sleep with me more than anybody else in this project. I've been thinking about this ever since. Can I talk about the other PR projects?
Of course, go.
So, who are we doing that other PR project with?
Which PR project are we
Metal Coffee. Yeah, it's the Metal Coffee gig. And they asked me a really interesting question. They asked me, why do you think a lot of women are attracted to playing bass guitar? And I thought that was a really interesting question to ask. I assume their motivations are a lot like mine. You know, I like taking my pants off during band practice, making everybody uncomfortable, and wondering which member of my band wants to sleep with me. So out of everybody, I think it's Danny. Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. Just the two of us.
We have some relationship issues to clean up.
Maybe we should move on.
Anyways, we're actually in a band.
You're a band. That is right. Which is why we have you on today on Thrashers Paradise. Now, you guys are from Windsor, Ontario.
Yep.
What's that scene like? Because you are right by Detroit, Michigan, and the U.S. of A.
It's very self-contained, but it's very dedicated. We don't get a lot of people crossing over from Detroit to play here, but in this scene we have loads of talented musicians, loads of talented bands, great promoters, a handful of good venues, and just everyone's working really hard to make sure everyone gets represented and kind of gets what they deserve with what they're working with.
Yeah, there's a lot of unity. There really is.
Yeah.
Man.
It's definitely a community here.
Awesome. Now, what's it been like to try and expand out from Windsor, Ontario?
Well, we're kind of just starting that now. We played our first out-of-town show in London last year, and it was kind of on a day where there was another big show going, so it was kind of a failure in that sense. But right now we're focusing on expanding outwards in 2020, so we're going to see how that works out.
Awesome and excellent. Now, recently you did do a show in Toronto.
That's coming up this Friday.
Oh, that's this Friday.
Yeah.
I am informed very well.
No worries. We thought it
Don't
was
worry,
last
man.
week too.
Okay. So what's that like to be able to play in a city like Toronto with a very good metal scene?
Well, we haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah,
So
we're
kind of gonna see what it's like.
Toronto's going to be Toronto's going to be a new benchmark for us, though, guys. Like, that's going to be like how long has this new iteration of the project been around, right?
A little under a year.
So a year, and this band was something before, right? Like, this has been a project that you've been holding on to. Like, a lot of these songs are how old?
About 8 years is the oldest song.
So we got songs that are about 8 years old now. Yeah, maybe even older than that. So Ryan, like, could you touch on where this band started from?
Yeah, I suppose so. So this band originally started as a project named Nepenthe, not to be confused with a new band that's out named Nepenthe from Guelph. So we were active for about 3 or 4 years. Our drummer, Danny Barker, is actually one of the original members that started it with me. And at a certain point, it kind of fell apart. We kind of drifted away for a few years, and then we kind of came back with this new iteration with the 3 new members. So Alex, Tim, our guitarist James Scott, who couldn't make it today.
James, who was out, by the way, making some of the best pizza in the world. I just want to highlight this because Windsor does not get enough credit, enough love for what it's the one thing that's actually good at, and we make some damn good pizza in this city.
Well,
all
James
right.
makes
Well, I have to come on down to try some pizza then.
You know what? Your first slice is on me, man. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm coming down to Windsor for pizza. Let's do this, boys.
So yeah, sorry, Nepenthe. So.
No, we basically touched on all of it. That's basically all there is to that.
Yeah, and the project's changed a bit too. Like, I can definitely say, even when I listen back to the old Nepenthe tracks, I can definitely feel how much Ryan has grown as a guitar player and the unique things that we all kind of bring to the table. Like, I mean, I love putting my input into the band as a bass player, but being a bass player with an opinion in a band is being like the guy who rolls up to your car in the parking lot and tells you had a flat tire. Even if you think that's good advice, you still kind of hate him for just speaking to you. So, I mean, it's just easier to just kind of do my own thing, let these guys take the lead because they're a bunch of wonderful musicians.
Excellent. Now, you guys have an EP out, which you can find on Spotify. What's it like to have that out already with your name on it so people can start listening to it and for them to get familiarized with the band and what it's about?
It's relieving.
It feels great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it was definitely a labor of love, that's for sure.
We've been working towards this goal for a while. It's something we never really managed to make happen back in the old iteration of the band. So the fact that we were able to knock it out so quickly, but also without kind of sacrificing anything, we're very happy with how it turned out.
I just got to say, it is a great sounding album. What has been the reception of the album?
Everybody loves it. Literally everybody. Like, we got emails from Queen of England, Trump, everybody's contacted us, letting us know how great the album is. Nothing but all-star reviews, and we encourage you to listen to it, share it, and love it, like it's your own child.
Perfect. So when can we expect you to headline Vakken 2021?
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say tomorrow's perfect.
Okay.
They have the stage tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
Damn, I need to practice.
We're
Okay.
getting in our car. We're driving there. Yeah.
Hey, you guys don't need to practice. You're all-stars. You'll be fine.
That's it. See, that's the attitude I like to hear.
That would be one hell of a goal to get to. Playing Vakken.
Definitely.
I actually know a few people that I've worked with a few people that have played Vakken. Like, I used to book shows in Windsor a couple of years ago, and one of the bands that I booked was Crimson Shadows, and they've played Vakken. And
they're a very good band.
Yeah, their bass player, Morgan Ryder, formed his band Vesperia, and they played Vakken. So I've had their great opportunity to actually work with those guys. So that'd be interesting if we even got on there. So that's something to strive for.
And Tim's actually booked a lot of really cool bands around the city. Who else have you booked around here?
I've booked Cryptopsy. I've booked Threat Signal. I had Beyond Creation booked a couple years ago. Quite a few others. I've booked many more underground bands. Like, I couldn't even list them all right now.
Have you booked yourselves?
Have you booked Viridius?
Our band? Yeah, I booked. Sorry, man.
We have shows.
I booked a show in Windsor for us last year, and it turned out really well.
Okay, well that's great to hear. Now, in this year, where is the one city you hope to make the most impact in?
Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Why Thunder Bay?
It's all in the name, man. It says it all.
It is. You can get some thunder down there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But everybody
And it's
I
right
know
by the
feels-
bay.
Yeah, it's right by the bay. It's next to
It's
to
our
a
own
wonderful.
Bay Area.
Yeah, it's our
Yeah.
Bay Area. We got to
Bay
really
Area
ride
death
into
metal
that.
instead of thrash, but that's fine.
Honestly, I've played in Toronto a bunch personally in some other projects, and there, every time I played there, it's the scene. No matter what the genre is or whatever, maybe it's because there's so many people, but there's always support no matter where you play. So I hope that we affect a lot of people positively when we go there and just make a good impression.
Affect people positively. Wait, what's our song? What are our songs about? Like,
yeah.
They basically nailed it.
For me,
They're
I'd
very
like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to get up to Ottawa and Montreal sometime.
Yeah.
I would
okay.
love to play. I would love
Especially
to play up there.
Montreal. I've heard a lot of good things about the scene in Montreal. So
Excellent. You guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. You finished.
That's somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think you finished.
Oh, okay. Have you guys thought about hitting Kitchener, Ontario?
Absolutely.
Yes. I believe Ryan actually submitted for us to play Kitchener Metal Fest, and we're waiting to hear back on that.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you guys make it in. I went there last year. It was an amazing festival. Devils by Definition performed last year.
Good buddies of ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
Good
band.
buddies of ours.
We're actually playing with them next month here locally.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had one of the craziest experiences of my life in Kitchener, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was really, really crazy. But I'm still here. So.
Oh.
You got to tell us
Yeah,
what
you're
the
not gonna
experience was,
expand on
Danny.
that?
Oh, man. Well,
Jesus Christ, dude.
Can't just drop a bomb and be open.
I had a really cool experience one day, but that was that day. We don't have to talk about that now.
Me and my buddy, we might have been drunk. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it was a good time.
Okay, Danny, tell us the story because I haven't heard this either.
Oh, it's fucking a long story about
All right.
it.
Maybe we'll save that.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna get into
You can
that
tell
right
Alex
now.
after.
Now even I'm disappointed. Fuck.
I'll tell you later.
We're pulling this
Okay.
down.
Two more questions because I am in a very time-clutching rush. So we'll quickly. I'm sorry to cut this short, but we'll do two more questions if that's all right.
Of course.
Okay, excellent. Where do you see Viridius in 5 years? I messed up the band name, didn't I?
That's cool.
That's
Viridius.
all right, man.
That's all right.
Viridius. Okay, Viridius.
Viridius
Got
on
it.
Instagram. Viridius on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
MDM.
MDM, there we
in
go.
5 years, I'd like to say we'll have a couple albums under our belts. We're definitely hoping to get our debut album by the end of this year or at least sometime next year. Right now, we're kind of focused on an EP first, second EP, of
Mhm.
course. But yeah, we'd like to think that we'll have a couple more albums under our belt by that point and just expand our reach in a performance capacity.
Probably a couple of tours in there too. So
Ideally,
hopefully-
yeah.
I'm
And get a
looking forward to
sponsorship.
that.
Yeah.
Guys, if we have to pick a company, we have to decide who we want to sponsor us. I mean, we are a no compromises band. We know what we want, and we're not going to take anything less. We are strong, powerful young people with the world in front of us. We need the right company to sponsor us that really focuses.
The goal
and-
is to play Sweden, right?
yeah,
Play
and
Sweden.
camp in the field.
Of course.
Yeah, Sweden.
No, that's it. With
That's
a bunch of other
Sweden we know.
people who are really, really messed up on drugs. I mean, I kind of want to do that.
Excellent.
it.
And the last.
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. The last question we ask every band, and we call it the poser question. It's a very simple question, just to prove that we are talking to metalheads. So I'm pretty sure you guys will answer this correctly.
I don't know about that.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God?
Lemmy is God.
Correct.
Sure.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on Thrashers Paradise on this fine Sunday evening. I really appreciate this. Anything else you'd like to tell the people at home?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us. If you'd like to watch our progress as we try to expand and play into other cities, you can find us as Viridius MDM for melodic death metal, of course, on both Facebook and Instagram. If you want to give our EP Dissonance a listen, that's on Spotify, YouTube, Prime Music, and basically any streaming platform right now.
Also, the most exciting thing about Windsor is the bridge to get out of Windsor.
We also have
So please help these gentlemen get out of Windsor.
Thank you for having us on your show, man.
Anytime. I look forward to bringing you guys back on to promote something else. And until next time, keep on thrashing.
Wait,